Dear learners, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Saurabh Dikshit from Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, an autonomous body under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, Gwalior. Today we shall be taking module number 12, titled Defining and Tuning Personal Hygiene and Grooming under the paper Tour Guiding Essentials. Dear learners, after studying this module, you shall be in position to explain what is personal hygiene, what is grooming, importance of personal hygiene and grooming for a tour guide. Let us start with preamble or introduction. In tour guiding profession, it is very important to know the importance of personal hygiene and grooming. Personal hygiene is associated with our health as well as it is a part of our professional life. When we are working with customer, client or tourist dealing jobs like tour guide, within customer dealing, tourism and travel have a special place. Our client is probably the person from some other place or some other country, that is state, region or country. He must be expecting that the person who is attending him have good presentable attire and health. In this industry, tourism industry, when we are working, our job is a field job. It means that when you are going to field frequently, you have to take food outside, you have to travel in different kind of weathers. For example, in north weather is different and in South India weather is different. When you will go to Himalayas, you will find extremely cool weather. If you are having good health, you can survive during the tour in all places. That is why this chapter is very important. Now let us talk about why hygiene is important for a tour guide. A tour guide is interacting with the tourist. It affects his service due to the following reason. A person having good health can walk among with the tourist. A person having good health will be able to reach places like nature park, wildlife, trekking monuments spread over in large area, and it is believed that a person is having good health or he is free from many diseases like blood pressure, he can go to mountains, he can accompany tourists there and he can work successfully in adventure industry. A person in hygienic and presentable position will not irritate the tourist. A person having hygiene in mind will feel fresh while guiding. There is one more aspect of this point. If some person is hygienic, he will feel confident, he will not be nervous while mixing up with the tour group. Now let us talk about hygiene, individual hygiene. Individual hygiene is something which we can achieve for our body prosperity through cleanliness. Good individual hygiene is just the most ideal way. Impeccable and sound cleanliness in first conducting practice to keep you clean up incredible prosperity and keeping from afflictions. Individual hygiene expects to manage you through cleanliness to lead strong life. Individual hygiene is the course of action for practices performed to spare incredible prosperities. Cleanliness insinuates conditions and practices to keep awesome prosperity and hinder sickness. Cleanliness and prosperity are equal words to each other. Some cleanliness rehearsals are seen as extraordinary in one society and not too incredible in other society. Cleanliness is immovably relates to tourism, hospitality and travel. Extraordinary cleanliness is a bit of important worth certification. Cleanliness is the name of branch of science that game plans with evasion and upkeeping of prosperity. Awesome individual cleanliness is principal to propelling extraordinary prosperity. Individual hygiene penchants, for instance, washing your hands and brushing and flossing your teeth, will help you to monitor minuscule living beings, diseases, and ailments like there are mental and physical points of interest. Now let us talk about personal hygiene. I remember my childhood days when our parents used to instruct us to wash hands before eating food, coming home from school, and take bath every day. Parents were insisting to brush teeth properly every morning and night before going to sleep. Later we started using mouthwash, tongue cleaner, hand wash. We were also instructed to use clean cloth daily, especially handkerchief, socks, undergarments, trousers, and shirts. Nowadays, people are also aware of body smell. It's all related to persona, cleanliness, and hygiene. Personal cleanliness and hygiene are very important in all walks of life, but it is more important when you are interacting with tourists. Now, let us talk about cleanliness vis-a-vis personal hygiene. Daily, we clean our table, dining table, and study table at home by removing dust stains from the surface area. We also used to wipe it by using some liquid. That liquid is called disinfectant. Disinfectant is used to remove bacteria from the surface. It is just like you are washing your hands in running water to clean your hands, but when you are using good soap and antiseptic liquid like Dettol or Savlon for disinfection. So basic difference between cleanliness and personal hygiene must be clear to you. Cleanliness, roughly we can say that cleanliness means to keep yourself clean, to keep the area surrounding you clean. Hygiene means to keep yourself and area surrounding free from any infection or bacteria. That is the basic difference in hygiene and cleanliness. Now let us talk about public health. After personal hygiene, let us throw some light on public health related issues. Personal hygiene is the subject of hygiene at an individual level. Under personal hygiene, we talked about hygiene for a tour guide or tourist as an individual. But when we are living in a society, traveling together, move in the form of group and assemble at a place, for example, office, monument, marketplace, tourism destination, or any nature park. Here we must see and note steps to be taken care about public hygiene. Public hygiene is basically related to the public at large. It affects many people at one time. For example, there is a hotel in downtown or in the heart of the city. Many foreigners or Indian tourists stay in this hotel. On the backside of the hotel, there is garbage dumping ground of that area. It makes the whole area smell badly during rainy season or monsoon. There is mosquito problem also because of garbage. Many visitors are now affected by malaria and other infectious diseases. Now it will also create a problem in their tour, and one day tour is cancelled as majority of group members were sick. Ultimately, when problem was identified, travel agent cancelled all future bookings in that area. By the above paragraph, we understood the public health and hygiene is very important. It is the prestige issue for any society that how clean they are. The government of India started cleanliness campaign in the whole country to make people of the country sensible and get rid of dirty atmosphere. There are many public announcements on the way to keep and segregate garbage. Most of the schools, colleges, offices, NGOs and societies are organizing cleanliness drive. In tourism industry, when tourists they are going to any city, you can take any tourist city. If that city is dirty, there are dumps of garbage and mosquito problem is there. In case of any epidemic or any major disease, probably all tours will be cancelled. So that is the major loss to any tourism destination. So ultimately, public hygiene and cleanliness can affect tourist arrival in the country. Now let us talk about reason behind public health and hygiene. In the last para, we discussed the meaning of public health and got the idea that it is required for the health of whole society. The main reason is that if public health is not taken care of, there will be chances of fecal-orally transmitted disease. These diseases may be transmitted by the use of polluted fingers, once defecation, contamination through the water. Now let us talk about aesthetic sense in personal hygiene. If we eat food using clean hands, we feel fresh. If water serves you drinking water without putting his hand inside the glass as seen in many small restaurants, you will feel safe. Tourists also will be happy if he is served with clean utensils. He is offered towel soaked in warm water. Cutlery is disinfected before distribution to the guest. He is also provided paper to clean his hand before taking food. It creates sense of pride among the people coming to our country. Now let us talk about social impact of personal hygiene, public hygiene and cleanliness. There is a social impact of hygiene. If the whole atmosphere is hygienic, people feel confident. Hygiene creates positive impact on the environment and send positive vibes. No organization, whether it is commercial or government, likes unhygienic environment. If walls of corridors in office are painted and spotless, dustbins are used properly, there is marked place for garbage and people are not spoiling public places by spitting, it means whole area is hygienic. If the whole place is messy and people are using public place for spitting, urinating, if roadside food vendors are selling food in this kind of unhygienic environment, there are fair chances to get sick. It will add on problem during the rainy season by spreading waterborne diseases like diarrhea, hepatitis, etc. Now let us talk about components. There are many components of personal hygiene. These components will help you to understand the importance of hygiene and related issues. These components are body related hygiene. A human body has about 2 million sweat organs which produces smell due to hot climate of our country. Dried sweat and dead skin with accumulated dust create dirt on the skin. Few areas in the human body like armpit, feet, etc. have chances of skin contamination. In case of negligence for a long time, it results in the form of pimples, scabies and ringworms due to poor cleanliness. Now let us talk about components of personal hygiene. To clean the body, we must take bath every day and wash excessively. Sweetening parts including private parts, butt-centric areas should be cleaned well. Dry the body with clean towel, clean ears and good soap and few drops of Dettol or Savlon helps to keep body free from germs. Eau de cologne can also be used to get rid of sweet smell. You may also apply body oil before taking bath to make your skin smooth and healthy. Now let us talk about oral care. Mouth is the most sensitive part of human body. Its work is to take food inside the body and break it into small pieces. It is inclined to gather harmful bacteria. It is mostly loaded with the microorganism. In case of poor maintenance, the sign of contamination is visible in the form of bad smell, yellowish color of teeth, etc. Mouth care is very important for the overall health of human body. Daily brushing helps you to keep teeth clean. Brushing must be done at least twice a day, in the morning and after the dinner in the night, and it will give you fresh look. Now let us talk about hand wash. Hands are the most common medium of infection in the human body. Wherever we meet, we used to have handshake. Handshakes transfers microbacteria from one person to other person. Hands must be cleaned after a regular gap of time with good quality soap. In case if you are not at home or office or you are in office, you may keep hand sanitizer to ensure bacteria free body. Daily clean your fingernails. Now let us talk about face cleaning. We must wash and clean our face routinely. We must wash our face in the morning. Many problems like conjunctivitis arises in the case of poor hygiene. Face is the identity of a person. That is why we should keep our face clean. We should wash our face after taking lunch or morning breakfast. Keep one handkerchief in the pocket time to time. Clean your face or use perfumed wipes to clean the face. Now let us talk about fingernail cleaning. Fingernail cleaning fingernail is also very important. The gap between nails and finger skin has tendency to collect dirt which causes many serious problems. Regularly clip nails in proper shape. Do not cut them very close to the skin. It may cause problem or harm skin. Do not share nail cutter with people. Avoid using nail cutter shared by many people at hair cutting salon. Now let us talk about ear hygiene. Ear hygiene or ear cleanliness must be done regularly with good quality medicated buds. Upper skin of the ear must be cleaned daily. Do not clean ears by using sharp objects. Do not allow untrendy people to clean ear using sharp objects inside the ear. In case of any problem, approach qualified doctors only. In any case, do not try to clean your ears with the help of any unqualified person in the city. Now let us talk about hair hygiene. Hairs are most sensitive part of human body, must be taken care to avoid hair fall. Dandruff and a number of other problems are there. Hairs must be washed with good quality shampoo or herbs. Apply hair oil regularly. Dry the hairs with a towel. Do not dry hairs with hair dryer. You must clean your hair daily and then dry it before going to the assignment. Now let us talk about foot hygiene. Foot hygiene is also very important. Feet sweat due to regularly walking day and night. A tour guide has to walk kilometers in a day. It created sweat in the foot and toes. This sweat may recolor the shoes and it will also create a bad smell in socks. The proper way to keep your feet clean is wash your feet every morning with a good soap. Put antiseptic liquid. Use eau de cologne, name of fragrance. Wipe it with dry towel. Put some moisturizer depending on the weather condition. Put some talcum powder before wearing socks to avoid any smell. Now you will feel fresh for the whole days. Now let us talk about planning for the improvement of personal hygiene. It's very important. We should plan how to keep us hygienic and how to keep that area in which we are doing regular guiding clean and hygienic. It is our personal as well as social responsibility. There must be a plan to keep ourselves healthy and following hygiene measures. You have to review your group to enable them to judge the degree of individual cleanliness issues. Tourism destinations can be studied for this region. Outlining a healthy study will require a coordinated effort with other. However, your information is important for organizing the inquiries so they identify with nearby information, demeanor and practices. Meetings with the respondents, amass dialogue and perceptions are all helpful for investigating the act of individual cleanliness. From the After effects of the overview, you ought to have the capacity to distinguish the needs and mediations for enhancing individual cleanliness in your group. You would then be able to outline an arrangement of activity, knowing the key subjects that should be secured. The arrangement ought to incorporate the subjects, destinations, sort of gathering of people, key messages, and so forth. Many schools, institutions, NGOs, they used to organize regular cleanliness campaigns at tourism destinations all over the country. This initiative is taken by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Now let us talk about components of personal hygiene. There are a number of components of hygiene. These are given here. Ear hygiene, it includes keeping your ear clean. Hair hygiene is related to hair cleaning or hair care. Foot hygiene is related to foot care. Body hygiene talks about the care of body including skin. Now oral hygiene means oral care. Hand washing includes care of hand. Face hygiene, it deals with care of face, keeping the face clean and fresh. Fingernail and toenail hygiene, it includes nail care. Now let us talk about steps for personal hygiene. There are few important steps to live hygienically in day-to-day routine. These are given below. Showering, take daily shower, use clean towel and change clothes. Bathing, take daily bath. Shaving, shave regularly. Foot care, clean your foot daily before going to work and after coming back to home from work. Use deodorant to avoid body smell time to time. Dental hygiene, clean your teeth daily at least twice. Use toothpaste, mouth freshener. Menstruation, keep yourself clean. Skin care, keep your skin clean and apply lotion depending on weather conditions. Haircut, hairs must be properly maintained. Keep simple haircut. In a nutshell, we must take daily bathing, regular dental cleaning and checkups, frequent washing of hands by soap. Teeth must be cleaned at least twice daily. Clothes should be cleaned and living in air. Hygiene at tourist places. We must be careful about hygiene at tourist places. People visit from many parts of the country or world at a tourism destination. We must take care about hygiene. It helps us to prevent infection, spreading of diseases and feel good. Now let us talk about hygiene in hotels. Hotel is the place where people from different countries, people from different places in India, they used to live there for shorter time. So there are chances that people sick or having diseases or infections, they are coming and living there. That is why we should be extra conscious about hygiene in hotel. Hotels must maintain proper hygiene. So in hotels we have to take food, so we must be extra careful about hygiene. We must wash hands before taking food and after finishing the food. We must not share utensils, cutlery and spoon. The table must be neat and clean. Do not share cutlery when eating. Do not lick fingers or hands while or in the wake of eating. Not reusing serving utensils that have been licked. Hotel staff serving food must also be clean and presentable. Waiter serving the food must not have any skin disease. Sentences means food and drinks regarded as a source of strength or nourishment. Not utilizing similar utensils to get ready distinctive sustenance. Washing of hands completely before touching any substance. Carefully shirking of meats sullied by trichina, worms, salmonella and different pathogens, or exhaustive cooking of flawed meats. Cleaning, washing and purification of substance, planning regions and hardware. For instance, utilizing assigned cutting sheets for getting ready crude meat, fruit and vegetables. Cleaning may include utilization of chlorine-fed ethanol, bright light and so forth for sanitization. Institutional dish sterilizing by washing with cleaner and clean water RO water. Washing of hands subsequent to touching uncooked sustenance while getting ready dinners. Refrigeration of nourishments and shirking and particular sustenances in conditions where refrigeration is or was not doable. Labeling of nourishment to show when it was delivered or as sustenance producers favor to demonstrate its best before date. Proper transfer of uneaten nourishment and bundling. We should be extra careful about the things, eatable things or raw material which is not utilized and which is expired. That material should be disposed of. Now let us talk about medical hygiene. Medical hygiene is related to pertaining to hygiene before medication. Examples of medical hygiene are isolation of person affected by disease, use of protective clothing as barrier, proper bandaging and dressing, safe disposal of medical waste. At last, let me summarize this module. Hygiene is an integral part of tour guiding. A tour guide must be extra careful about hygiene and cleanliness. Hygiene is very important subject. Without hygiene, we cannot talk about development of tourism and travel industry. When you are working as a tour guide, when you are hosting, when you are meeting new people from many places in the country and many countries all over the world, you should be extra conscious about your personal hygiene, about the hygiene at the destination where you are going to take your tour group, and you must also make them aware about health and hygiene so that tour group members coming to your place, they should also be conscious and they should feel free to discuss any of their problem. You should be conscious about spread of any disease like malaria, typhoid, waterborne diseases in your periphery in the city where you are doing tour guiding. I have seen in last few years Government of India, state governments, they are working hard to educate, to train people about health and hygienic issues. Government has organized many programs to teach people about hand washing, about cleanliness, about garbage free cities, about smart cities. So, if we are able to keep our destination healthy, hygienic and clean, we can think about prosperous tourism for many years in India. Thank you very much.